part of the subframe has like bent or has been damaged in some way.
So they don't know that this car has been in an accident now. We're just gonna go through the process like any other JAC customer would have. You know, whatever, 20 minutes to get here, a few minutes of waiting and instantly told, we're not gonna get parts for that. I'm thinking if they turn around to us right now and say, no, we might JAC be
Not to mention, I still need to get that warranty issue fixed. That steering rack is not quite right.
My first time checking out the underbody of a JAC Ute. How good's that?
There could be a fault that could cause the vehicle to go into limp mode.
It was unsafe to drive based on the recall. It said it could cause death, you know.
Guys, somehow, I've literally just returned to Australia. The saga continues.
Make sure you stay to the end of this video because JAC have responded to the latest issue I have with the car, which frankly, I wish I didn't have yet another issue. Oh my God, guys, you cannot make this shit up. I have just gotten a call from Daddy Jacob. He's borrowed the JAC T9 Ute to help his mum move some stuff while they sell their house, and the car's been rear-ended. The car has been rear-ended, which is hilarious coincidence because that was the reason that we were told and was just not true why we couldn't have the last JAC T9 Ute. Well, we have a real JAC T9 Ute that has been rear-ended. Daddy Jacob just filmed this clip.
So guys, Matt's not answering his phone, but a pretty hilarious thing just happened. Someone just rear-ended me. And guess what? I'm completely fine. Safest Ute in Australia, baby. Let's go.
And sent it to me, and he's here outside now, so I'm gonna have a look at the damage. It's a really annoying process, but I'm glad it happened to me and not anyone else because now I can go through the process of seeing what it's like to get parts for a new brand in Australia, specifically this new Chinese Ute brand. Let's go out and inspect the damage. I have your mic. 1 second. What did you do?
Bro,
what did you do?
I'm sorry, okay? I can't, my butt is too attractive.
Guys, this car is literally brand spanking new. It's got like 300 kilometers on the clock now. And it's probably the first JAC T9 to ever be in an accident in Australia.
Safest Ute in Australia.
So honestly, at first glance, it doesn't look too bad, but that bumper is not.
It's definitely dropped down low. I think if you come from the side, you can really see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can really tell. Now there is a steel plate that runs behind. Looks like the, oh, I don't know, maybe the lights are gone, definitely scuffed.
I hope the lights aren't gone, man.
So thankfully, not too much damage. How did the other person come off?
Oh, there was a definite dent at the front. It was a very low speed, low impact accident. I gotta say, I was turning left and it was kind of like one of those situations where I was about to go, but then I saw a car coming, so I stopped. I think the guy behind me was still looking right and was like, oh, the guy's going, and just hit the accelerator. At first, it felt like, you know that feeling when you stall a car? Where it kind of just goes like, and like goes forward a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did it just stall? And like mum was in the car with me and we turned to each other like, did I stall? This is an auto, that's weird. And then I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw the guy was like very close to me. I'm like, I've been hit. I've been hit.
Let's see, there's no issues with the tailgate, I suppose.
No, tailgate still heavy as ever.
Yeah, clearly.
No issues with the tailgate.
That looks fine. So look, I'm glad that it was mine. I'm glad you weren't hurt or anything.
Yeah, we're fine.
RIP to the other car, but so this is not at fault. So we're gonna get this fixed and we're gonna take you along the journey and let's see how easy or hard it is to fix. Maybe it's really easy.
What if there's some weird like electrical gremlins now? The saga continues to unfold.
Anyway, only us could this happen to.
I agree.
But it's too funny to not happen.
Hilarious.
All right, let's try and fix it.
Let's try and fix it.
As Jacob waddles away, I've just seen he's bought me this. It's a Very nice. I guess it's fitting to have in my JAC Ute. Thanks, Daddy Jacob. What a gift. Thanks for crashing the car. To be clear, it wasn't his fault. You rear-ended, it's not your fault.
2 days later.
Alrighty guys, it has now been 2 days since the accident. I'm still very disappointed you got rear-ended, okay?
You know what? I apologize for someone else rear-ending me.
Thank you for apologizing. I'm just saying, it never would have happened if it hadn't been driven, you know?
If it was sitting on the side of the road, it definitely wouldn't have ever happened. How dare you? How dare you? Apologize to me now.
I'm sorry. So I've put in the claim through insurance. Obviously, this is a clear-cut case of not at fault, but the car needs to be repaired. So let's start the timer from now. I'm gonna book it into one of my insurer's recommended panel beaters, I guess, whatever they're called. Car repairers, smash repairs. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Capital Smart Bentley East, I'm coming for you. In a nice way, you know what I mean? Oh.
That sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it?
Oh no, wait times for repair appointments are currently longer than usual.
That doesn't sound good. Is that because there's a lot of JAC T9s that need repairs?
Probably just cars. Can people stop having accidents, please? I need to take my car for repair. All right, there's time at Capital Smart Monash tomorrow, so let's do that. Oh, we'll go in the morning. Thank you very much. At 9:30 a.m. Daddy Jacob, get your ass ready. It's time to take the jack.
You know I don't get up till 11. All right? This isn't going to work out. This isn't going to work out.
Let's repair the jack.
Look who has arrived.
Bloody leg day.
What are you driving?
I'm in pain. It is a Haval H6 GT FEV, and the GT's in red now.
Ah.
That's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Does it sound good like it did before?
I mean, it's pretty silent because it's a FEV, and it's like more of an EV than it is a ICE vehicle.
All right, shut up. Now, this is the JAC T9. We're here at Smash SMA, Smart, SMART in, where are we again?
Mulgrave.
Mulgrave. Now, this isn't a sponsored anything.
This is just who Shannon sent us to.
Yeah, exactly right. So let's go and see if one of the largest Smash repairers, they've got like a bajillion of these places, can fix the JAC T9.
They are pretty big. They're full of cars.
I'm hopeful. By the way, something I want to really quickly point out is after this whole saga has happened, we've actually had Jack get in touch with us and try and make things right. And so what that means is that I have direct access, if I want it, straight to the MD of Jack in Australia, a nice guy, Ahmed. But the thing is, I don't want special treatment. I want to be treated like anyone else. So they don't know that this car has been in an accident now.
We're just going to go through the process like any other Jack customer would have if they were involved in an accident, and see what the experience is like with sourcing parts and getting repairs.
Let's find out. So we've just gotten here and they're not a supplier for JAC, so this might be an issue.
Figure out what they're doing, come and pick it up with a tow truck, take it somewhere else completely out of your hands.
Yeah.
And then so
I imagine so, yeah.
The best thing for you to do, in my opinion, is to say, I went there, they don't have a supplier for JAC, can you please recommend somewhere better?
Yeah.
And they'll make a booking with them for you.
Okay, cool. No, thank you for your honesty, mate. I really appreciate it. All right, well,
Daddy Jacob, I think that's going to be an issue.
That was a quick visit.
well, that's a waste of time. You know, whatever, 20 minutes to get here, a few minutes of waiting, and instantly told, we're not going to get parts for that. So I guess I need to go back onto my insurance company and say, hey, this car is brand new. People don't have parts for it or suppliers, even like the largest bloody Smash repairers in Australia. I think they are anyway. So this is going to be an issue.
Hi, Michael. My name's Matt. I went to take my JAC T9 Ute to an assessor today, or not an assessor, I guess the Smash repairer, who I booked through you guys. Anyway, I got there. I brought the car there, and immediately the guy was just like, no, we don't have a supplier for this. You need to call Shannon's and book something else.
What I'll do, I'm just going to confirm some things with them, okay? I'm just going to pop you on hold. I'm going to ring them, and then after that, I'll organize another bookings, all right? Won't be long.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
I'll book you in at Care Auto Morabin. I'll send all the details in your email, okay?
All right.
It will be tomorrow at 2:15.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, so I just got off the phone to my insurance company, and the place is not answering their phone or whatever. Don't know. So I'm booked into another place tomorrow, which is a bit further away from me. It's like a half an hour drive each way. So far, it's not so great, if I'm being totally honest with you. Yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow.
Alrighty, it has now been 4 days.
Round 2.
This is the second place. Yeah. Honestly, I'm thinking if they turn around to us right now and say, no,
We might
Jack.
be
That, and also I'm gonna just leave it and be like, deal with it, like I can't.
and just let them order in the part from wherever and just wait like a month.
Yeah, or however long it takes. Hopefully that doesn't happen, though. We don't know.
That would suck because that would delay our content to you guys.
Looks like everyone has like some spin on like smart or care. This one's care or car-y. Let's go.
Collision and repair experts. Clever.
I've got a Shannon's thing, hopefully getting my car repaired. So it's here for like a, what's it called? Just to get an assessment?
Dylan, is it?
No, Matt.
Matt.
Brand, JAC Ute. Alrighty guys, good news. So the parts were actually ordered in as soon as I sent them photos, which is great. So Care, this again is not sponsored. You've done a great job. I can leave the car here as well. They're doing me a favor because we're going to Shanghai literally in a few days. I can't pick up the car before then, but really, theoretically, it should be done by about the 28th of April. So what's that?
10 days, 11 days?
Yes, but then I'm thinking back to when day one of the accident.
Day one was the 9th.
So,
And we got this resolved on the 13th. So we're looking at like around about a 2-week, just about a 2-week turnover.
that's fine. And the car was fully drivable. I could have taken it home, and the guy's like, look, not much damage at all. All we have to replace is the bumper. So that's good. We're going to head off to Shanghai, and I will come back to you when we pick up the car, because then we have to take it to the dealer. That's right. The old steering wheel knock is still there.
Alrighty guys, I've just gotten back from China, literally flew back this morning, and I got a call. I got a call about the JAC Ute. So apparently it has more damage than expected. I dropped the car off, I don't even know, probably like 10 days ago or so, and the part did come in for the bumper. However, upon further inspection, it has actually got some damage to the subframe. So I don't know exactly what part of the subframe, but something holding up the bumper. So there's that. I'm gonna call Daddy Jacob and get his live reactions. Friend, I'm back from China.
Oh, welcome back to the land down under.
Yeah, welcome back. I got a call from the smash repairers. Unfortunately, there's been more damage than expected. They're apparently like part of the subframe has like bent. Or has been damaged in some way.
Dude, I cannot tell you how low speed this crash was. There's no way.
Yeah, so I don't know how long it's going to take. They have ordered in the part, but he couldn't give me a time. And, you know, I'm going to Japan, and then we're going to China, and then I'm going to Korea. So I don't know when I'm going to pick up this car.
That's not good.
Anyway, guys, that is what it is. You know, sometimes this shit happens, and this shit happens. But hopefully it gets done soon. The part did come really quickly, actually, for the bumper. You know, within a week or so. So hopefully, whatever is needing replacement in the subframe also comes quickly. Anyway, this whole saga started on the 13th of April. So it's now been
16th. We dropped it off, I believe.
Right. So it's been almost 2 weeks. Maybe it'll get fixed quicker. I don't know. Anyway, bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you just give me a quick summary of like what was the actual issue? Do you know?
Plastic gets fitted onto a metal part.
Yeah.
And that metal part's got 2 arms that bolts onto your chassis.
Yeah.
And it was in those 2 arms where on the curve, I could see that curve probably had been pushed down a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And it caused slight fracturing in that reinforcement.
I see. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, mate. Well, I really appreciate that. Thanks for being so thorough, and I'm looking forward to getting my JAC back.
They're a nice car.
Yeah, it is a nice car. It looks good. It actually rides pretty well.
I've got an LDV T60.
Oh yeah. What do you think of that?
I'll tell you what I think. It's fantastic value for money.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than what I thought it would be when I bought it.
Yeah.
And when my son first bought a car the same as that, I laughed at him and I said to him, "Oh, we'll be coming back crying when the thing breaks down." Well, he kept his car for 3 years.
Yeah, that's right.
He sold it because he got a company vehicle. He's an electrician, my son. And he ended up only losing $2,000 off his purchase price.
Wow, that's impressive.
So I tow a caravan. I do a bit of grey nomading, so to speak.
Yeah.
Mate, it serves my purpose perfectly.
Oh, it's good to hear.
I haven't had to spend $70,000-$80,000 on a Ranger or a Toyota or a Mazda BT50 or, you know, like...
Yeah, that's
It's not the same car, but it does the same job.
Yeah, no, I think that's that's a pretty big tick of approval especially from a guy that works on cars for a living. So
I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? The fact that the guy calls up, doing a very thorough job. So I appreciate that, insurance company. Well done. And to say that the build quality of the JAC T9 is very good is interesting. I didn't think it was so good in the back, but he's saying the panel gaps and stuff at the front anyway are really good, and the paint is very good. So Great, I'll take that. Don't love the fact though that in such a low impact accident, the rear part of the rear subframe anyway has bent a bit, even if it is the connector holding the bumper on to the subframe. That stuff, especially when you're going 5 kilometers an hour, it really shouldn't bend, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert. The other annoying thing is that it's actually pushed back other plans I had with the car. I was actually supposed to fit it with new Bridgestone Jeweler AT2s or all-terrain 2 tires. Their new tire, Bridgestone are hooking me up with that one. And I can't now because obviously the car's still at the smash repair and they don't want to give it to me while it's still damaged. So yeah, it's pushing back the plans I had. Not to mention, I still need to get that warranty issue fixed. That steering rack is not quite right. So yeah, there's still a lot to do before I can really drive the car. Accident's not Jack's fault though, is it? Really? It's not Jack's fault at all. Still, good that I got the tick of approval from a expert smash repairer that the car is built pretty well. Cool. Anyway, I'm off to Japan now. So the work never ends. So I'll have to pick it up when I can pick it up, though there is no ETA. We don't know how long it's going to take, which is annoying. This could be a really long process now. It's certainly starting to drag out and I have no car. That's my car, right? Like I've got no car at the moment. My S660 still is not roadworthy and it's a real pain in the ass. I have to get parts from that from Japan. And Daddy Jacob has the press car this week. I didn't book myself into one because I'm going away. So yeah, I don't have a car. I could get a car, but I don't want the liability of having a rental car. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a conundrum for me. Interesting conversation.
G'day guys, Matt's on holiday in Japan, so here I am in beautiful, sunny, overcast Melbourne, holding down the fort, and I'm here back at Care Car Smash Repairs, and I'm gonna be picking up the JAC T9 Ute. We got a call from one of the guys from Shannon's and he personally inspected it, so I guess we'll see what they've done. Let's go in. Here's our baby, the JAC Ute. The guys over here at Care Automotive Group have taken good care of it. Don't mind the pun. So they actually weren't happy with it initially, so they've gone back and they've done it all again. And I'm sure we'll get it out here, but you can see that looks much better fit on there, and I'll take you guys through exactly what's been done to the car. How good is that? Guys, I have to give a shout out to these guys. Care Automotive Group here in Victoria. I believe we're in Heatherton, so not too far if you're based in the city or something like that. These guys are really awesome. They looked after us, and they even redid the repairs because the manager checked on it just to make sure, and they weren't entirely happy with it, so they've redone it for us. I actually have the report here, so I can tell you exactly what's been changed. We've got all OEM replacement parts. This is basically a brand new car now all over again, even though, it was involved in the accident 3 days after we picked it up. So they've changed the rear bar frame assembly. So if I actually just bring the camera down underneath here, that is, I believe, this bar that goes along the bottom there, that was slightly bent inwards. And I guess that's what resulted in this rear bumper appearing kind of bent downwards at the back. So as you can see, that's now fully straight there. They've also replaced the rear bumper cover as well as each of these rear bumper steps here. So rear bumper middle step, rear bumper right step, and I think they meant to say rear bumper left step, but you can see here all of the parts they've changed there. They removed and replaced the rear bumper, disassembled, assembled, everything. Look at that. So this thing is brand new, and I'm very excited to get back into our JAC Ute and drive it out of here. All right, Matt, hope you're enjoying your holiday in Japan while I run your errands, and back to you.
So, yes, I'm in Japan at the moment on a holiday, but Daddy Jacob has told me that he's picked up the car, all's gone well with the JAC, but I've now booked it in to get it finally warranted for the steering issue. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think it's a boot behind the steering wheel that wasn't greased at the factory. Again, not great that something like that is missed, but anyway, maybe it's something else, I don't know. So he's gonna take it tomorrow. Poor Daddy Jacob, doing all of my grunt work.
Psych, it's me again, a couple days later, and Matt's still on holiday, and I'm in the JAC T9 Ute at Patterson Cheney Holden in Vermont or something, and I'm here to get the warranty claim sorted out for Daddy Matt. So I'm just pulling in now to the service center. Wish me luck. So how good is this? They've actually set me up with a private office here at the dealership, so I'm just gonna get a bit of work done. By the way, it's about 10 a.m. at the moment. He was like, oh, it'll be ready by about 4, and I was like, that's not gonna work, because I've also got it booked in this afternoon to get new tires from Bridgestone at 2:30 at their dealership. I was like, mate, I was hoping it'd be done now while I'm here. And he's like, oh, it'll be a couple of hours. So I might be here for a couple of hours. At least I've got a desk, free Wi-Fi, and somewhere to work. So Matt, you're welcome.
1 hour later.
Alrighty, so the guys here are absolute legends. They've already finished. It's only been like an hour since I got here. And they've also done a software update for the cooling fan. So there you go, that's pretty cool. They've found the rubber grommet behind the steering wheel was noisy. They've lubricated it up. They've tested it, the noise is gone. Let's have a look. Let's hop back into the old JAC Ute. Oh, moment of truth. Okay, let's start this bad boy up. And let's see. Oh my God, it's smooth. It feels good. There's no noise. Oh, Matt's gonna be a very happy boy when he gets back from Japan. Now it's time to get some sick Bridgestone all-terrain tires fitted to this bad boy. Let's go. Where am I going? Somewhere in South Road, I believe. Bridgestone Select Tire and Auto Moorabbin. Thankfully, it's only a 15-minute drive, or 20-minute drive now. Oops, I'm gonna be running late. So off we go. Let's just do another double check of the old steering wheel. Oh yeah, lubricated, smooth, precise. I have to say some of the safety systems and the beeping and the bonging does get a bit annoying, but what I've found as a little life hack for you guys if you do own a JAC T9 Ute is what you can do is set the overspeed warning to only kick in if you go 10 kilometers or up to 10 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. The good thing about that setting is it actually persists after you restart the car, because the most common type of mistake is the 40 kilometer an hour zone. You know, if I'm driving right here, it's 50, for example, it thinks it is 40. So it will beep if I go 50, no longer. Just set up that mode and you're very welcome. All right, they're on it, and this will take about an hour, so they're gonna run it around to the workshop, get it done, and once again, I've got my workstation, got the old desk laid out, so ready to go. Check this out, the guys at Bridgestone will let me come have a look underneath the car. How good's this? My first time checking out the underbody of a JAC Ute. How good's that? Look at the leaf springs at full extension, and you can see they've done 3 out of the 4 already, so look at these good looking tires. Bridgestone Jeweler all-terrains, AT002s, the new ones. Some solid tread on that. That looks good. Look at that, easy as that. So what are these? These are 265 60s, 18-inch all-terrain tires. You can see we've still got our spare there with the default giddies. That's all right. Now we can probably get a really better view of that new rear bumper assembly. That's all brand new there. They would have just done that at Care Automotive yesterday or the day before. So thanks again, Tom at Bridgestone, for sorting this out. We really appreciate you. We love you, mate. And Matt, you're gonna be coming home to a brand new Ute that's ready to do some serious off-roading, or maybe not serious, but some off-roading, and we're gonna test it out fully. All done, guys. Rightio, so I'm gonna head off home. That actually was quicker than I expected. It's 3:44, it was about an hour actually, so bang on what was expected. And thanks to the guys here at Bridgestone, really nice guys. Travis, really appreciate you. Thanks for letting me film in the workshop. I know it's not a standard thing. So they give you a pretty decent service here. I didn't realize when I brought it here, but they'll actually give you some kind of video. So when they remove the wheels, they'll film a video for you and actually show you the componentry. I'll put it up on screen now so you can watch it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And what they'll do is they'll send that to you while you wait or whatever you're doing, so you can watch it. It's basically like a free kind of checkup on the car, because they might as well do it while they've got the wheels off. And then once he'd fitted all the tires properly, he also gave them some tire shine, and now they look bloody awesome. So big thumbs up to the guys at Bridgestone. Thank you so much again, Tom, you're a legend. Thanks for sorting this out and getting us this brand spanking new set of tires. Really appreciate you. I've got the old giddy tires in the tray at the moment, so we'll probably try and sell them since they're pretty much brand new, you know, only a couple of 100 kilometers on them. And yeah, how good's that? All right, this time it's really back to you, Matt.
That is correct, Daddy Jacob. I am still in Japan in a beautiful area called the Izu Peninsula, and I get to drive around thanks to Nissan, a Nissan Skyline Nismo. Check this thing out, guys, before we get into the final thoughts. I mean, how cool is that? 309 kilowatt of power, 550 newton meters of torque, and it's a bloody Skyline. Like, this is a car enthusiast's dream come true. My favorite detail is this, though, on the inside. And yes, I did get Macca's. I can't help myself. Beautiful steering wheel, but I love this. Oh yes, build 91 of 1,000. That's right, very rare, very cool, and I'm having a great time on holiday. But I will say, pretty amazing that we were able to get the parts so quickly. So props to JAC. Maybe we were the first JAC to really get rear-ended. But yeah, the parts were in stock. In fact, the hardest part was the logistics of just getting the car back and forward to the repair place. So yeah, big thank you to Care Automotive. I know that you were just chosen by our insurer, but still you did a great job. I guess it wasn't great that the first place we went to, Smart, they love their acronyms for these smash repairers. It really wasn't great that they were just like, no, not going to work on a JAC Ute, which could be your experience if you're with anyone other than Care maybe. But anyway, it worked out fine for us in the end. Also, the fix was actually very easy for the warranty issue. So yes, again, that should have been done at the factory. We shouldn't have had to do it after the fact, but hey, at least it was easy to fix. And thank you again, Bridgestone. The Jeweler all-terrain 2s, we're going to be using them. We're going to use the snot out of them off-road. We're going to see just how good this thing is off-road or just how bad. We don't know. I'll leave a link in the description below, by the way, for those Bridgestone Jeweler all-terrain 2 tires. They're a tire we've used before on many cars, and they come on many cars. They're really, really good all-terrain tires. One of the most popular, most prolific in the world. So if you want to get yours, I'll link that down below. Thank you again, Bridgestone, for hooking us up. This isn't paid. They just gave it to us. So thank you very much. Don't forget, if you want to buy any new car in Australia, you want the best price possible, just Google CarSauce Buy. My dedicated team of car buyers will help you out. They helped us out. They got us like, what, $7 grand off the car, which is pretty awesome. And share this video with a friend because it really helps the channel out and it's free. I'm going to give you one last look at that one.
Sorry. Can you just one more time confirm with me what's the recall for?
It's for a turbo actuator.
Turbo actuator. And what happens if I, like, is it still safe to drive?
Yeah, it's still safe to drive. I'm just trying to find what the actual definition of what was wrong.
Thank you.
There could be a fault that could cause the vehicle to go into limp mode.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, I will call you back in either today or tomorrow and book it in.
Did you have, sorry, just quickly, you had another recall done, did you? Or what did you have done at the other one?
Yeah, so I had a warranty for my, there was like that steering rub. So that was done. And then I think something like an update to the radiator fan or something.
Okay, but they obviously didn't do this one.
No, they didn't.
Recall.
They didn't do this recall. Maybe it's new.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Guys, somehow I've literally just returned to Australia. The saga continues. Another quick update, guys. I just had a look on the recall notice. The recall notice was from the 14th of December, 2024. So frankly, it is totally unacceptable that I was even given the car with a recall that was never done to the car, which is kind of like the steering wheel issue that should have been done before I picked it up. So again, guys, I'm just really not happy. That's bad service. That's just bad service that should have been fixed. And it makes me think, what else hasn't been fixed? Because I don't know.
Alrighty guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, I have spoken to JAC. In fact, they have given me a statement regarding this recall that needs to be done to my car. I will paraphrase this response, but you can go read it and download it if you want to at carsauce.com. We have an article out on it now. You can just search JAC T9 CarSauce. What I will read is this. LTS Auto, who are the importer of JAC in Australia, they have launched an investigation into why my JAC T9 was not updated. This is important to me because it is actually a good response. And just so you know, like I've said before, I don't hate JAC as the brand. Obviously, I don't love the fact that I even have to own this JAC T9 Ute or felt the need to buy one so I could just review it. But anyway, that is a separate topic. I don't hate the brand JAC and I don't hate the people who work at JAC either, obviously. So I am happy that they are saying that they are looking into why all of this has even happened, the fact that I own the JAC or felt the need to buy it, but also the fact that I have a recall and that it was unsafe to drive based on the recall. It said it could cause death, obviously an extreme circumstance, but it's in the recall. And so really, I am personally very unhappy that I drove it, that Jacob drove it. I've had employees drive it, Monique drive it, people in my life. I don't like that. It should have been done, so I'm glad that they are investigating as to what happened and why mine was one of the 4 vehicles apparently, or the only one, I don't know, that hasn't received this update. I mean, the reality is that I hadn't received this update, but also the known issue of needing a greasing for the steering rack, that wasn't done either. So it's a good response, and I will leave that again on our article on carsauce.com. So make sure you go read that. It is annoying that I will have to go and take time out of my day to get this done, especially as the car was at a dealership literally 3 days ago, but it is what it is. Things happen in life, so I'm glad that JAC have responded in a positive way, so that's good. Still, there is a lot more testing to come with the JAC, and make sure you stay tuned. We are going to take it off-roading now, but also we're lining up a couple of collaborations which should be happening soon, driving up to Sydney, and we are going to check out the engineering underneath a JAC T9 Ute, and if we can line it up, that will be with redriven Gordon and John Cadogan. So make sure you are subscribed. There is plenty more to come, and check out carsauce.com if you want to read that full response. And of course, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about JAC's response to this new issue arising, which again, I'm not happy about, but hey, I am happy with their response to it and how quickly they have responded to it. Ciao for now.